request you to please turn on your cameras as the event is about to begin. Inverted 132. Good morning, everyone. Respected Director Sir, respected Dean, the Chairperson of the IPM program, our colleagues, faculty members, staff members of IIM Ranchi, students, and all the new IPM students of IIM Ranchi. We welcome you all to the first event of the induction program for the IPM batch 2022-27, and we are all delighted to see you here today. We are having an induction program which is scheduled over 2 days, and we are commencing with the inauguration event with the presence of our Honorable Director and Dean. And we hope that you will participate with us throughout the 2 days and start your journey with IIM Ranchi. So, to these auspicious beginnings, we'd like to start off the event by a virtual lighting of the lamp to commence the event and your new beginnings at IIM Ranchi.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Right. We would now like to invoke the goddess of learning, Devi Saraswati, as you commence your new journey of learning at IIM Ranchi.
कुन्देन्दुतुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतं शङ्करं प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Thank you. We would now like to request all of you to please rise at your places for the national song.
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां शीतला सस्यश्यामला मातरं वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
You may please have your seats. Now we begin the event with the welcome address by the chairperson IPM IIM Ranchi. Over to you, Viraj.
Thank you. Good morning, my dear students. It's a heartfelt pleasure and privilege to welcome you all, the students of the second batch of the IPM here. We have with us respected Director of IIM Ranchi, Dr. Deepak Srivastava, the Honorable Dean of Academics, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Bala, and Anshua Hazarika, who typically works the hardest but goes unnamed most of the days, who is the co-chair of the IPM. I also heartily welcome all of the participants who are viewing this event through YouTube. They may be parents, friends, and well-wishers of the students of the Institute or other people. I also want to welcome the chairperson of the Board of Governors of IIM Ranchi, Sri Pradeep Pandyaji, who will join us a little later, who had to be somewhere else on an urgent basis. But I want to really take an opportunity to welcome you all to a roller coaster ride that you need to buckle up for the next 5 years. I have multiple sessions with you in the next 2 days, so I'm not going to go into details of too many things right now. But unlike Dr. Anshul Hazarika suggested that he hopes you will attend the 2 days, my approach, you are expected to attend the entire proceedings for the 2 days. So there are several things that have happened in the 2 days. Some of them are purely based on providing information for you that are critical for you to know in figuring out what to do, how to do, and when to do things. And then there are other activities planned to get you excited about how you look forward to your life here at IIM Ranchi. So I hear the VUG chair has joined. Welcome, Shri Pandyaji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
So the induction is primarily planned in 4 major phases. We have a formal inauguration event right now that is going to continue with the respected chair of the Board of Governors and the respected director and the dean sharing their thoughts and expectations from you in what needs to happen for you to excel as a student and as a member of the institute for the next 5 years. And then we will move on to later part of the day where we will discuss some of the from different offices that you might have to take benefit from in the next couple of years that you will be working with us. Tomorrow, early, the first half, we have some very exciting activities that involve you. So please be here in the right mind and spirit, because it will require you to be participating. And the later part of the day, we will have some more interesting conversations with some of our alumni who might want to share their life experiences, both at the institute and what they have experienced after they have graduated from the institute. Okay, so please be here. I do want to mention this, that your expectation to be in your formal dress ends at around 5:30 every day. because the session that we have at the end of the day would typically require you to get into clothes that are more relaxing. Okay, so there will be a break, so do plan to do that. So at some point, you will be instructed to get out of your formals and chill out, okay, because the activity might require you to do that. Okay, so with those few words, I look forward to interacting with you later today after lunch in a more detailed format. Until then, it is bye from me. I hand it back to Dr. Hazarika here. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Viraj. We would now like to request our Dean Academic Affairs and Development, Professor P.K. Bala sir, to kindly enlighten students.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Good morning, everybody. And dear students, welcome to the family of I am Ranchi. Respected Chairman sir, Honorable Director, IPM Chairperson and Co-Chairperson, all my faculty colleagues, staff members, students, family members, well-wishers of family members attending online. Today, it's a great day for not only you, it's a great day for us at I am Ranchi as well. You are part of I am Ranchi right from now onwards. You are part of I am Ranchi family. I welcome once again to the family of I am Ranchi, you all. And very soon you will be with us physically. So right from beginning, I'd like to clarify on that. Now, I would like to congratulate each one of you for making it to the I am Ranchi for this program. Let me tell about I am Ranchi and about this program a little bit. I am Ranchi started the academic programs in the year 2010. It came in 2009, but academic program of MBA started in the year 2010. And right from 2010, we have been doing well, extremely well. Although we are in the league of so-called new AMPs, but market will say, alumni will speak, industry will speak, we are slightly above or whatever you say. We are not, I can't say that I will not compare with anybody. It's not a good idea to compare. But we have the characteristics of features of so-called old AMPs in terms of academic rigor, in terms of research, in terms of placement, and in terms of obviously students' quality. We get the kind of students we get, not only in MBA, in IPM also, you have seen your senior batch, you are the second batch, that we get students from all over the country, which is not the truth in the so-called new AMPs in the beginning for MBA. We get students from Kerala, we get students from Northeast, we get students from Punjab, we get students from all over the country, Andaman Nicobar, from everywhere. And we take pride in saying that we are truly national, not only in terms of students, where we are pan-Indian in terms of our faculty also. We have our faculty from all over the country, again from almost all the states. I can't say that all the states. We have, it covers almost all the regions, almost all the states, I can say. Not all the states, almost all the states. So because I am Ranchi has to reach to that state, and that's the reason. That's because of students and the efforts of faculty, staff members, guidance of our board chairman, Sri Praveen Shankar Pandyaji. We have reached to the stage of top 20 institutes, and we ranked 15 in NRI ranking of these institutes. If we look into the academics at I am Ranchi, first I'll tell you, this is a temple of learning for me, for the faculty colleagues, for students, and for you also. It's a temple of learning. It's not consumer products, producer and consumer kind of relationship. Okay, we are providing some service and you are availing. It's not like that. Forget that. Whatever concern you'll be having, we'll take care of that. Hopefully, that no demand should come from your side. I'll not say that you can't demand. You can. There is legitimate platform for demanding anything, for demanding something. But certain ways are accepted and expected and accepted. But all the means of demand is not accepted and not expected, and that is not in the healthy interest of any academic institute. Once again, I say it's a temple of learning. Take it like temple of learning, where you can say the teachers or the priests. And we are also like students. We learn. You learn, we learn. You grow, we grow. I am Ranchi. The future of I am Ranchi depends on you. So each one of you is a valuable asset to the institute, to the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, to I am Ranchi. You will be staying here for 5 years if you complete the entire integrated program management for 5 years. You will be with us for 5 years. But you as a stakeholder, you will be with us forever, throughout your career, throughout the life. And we value that, and you should reciprocate that. We expect that you will also be reciprocating that in that sense. If you understand the spirit of I am Ranchi, that expectation from you, the kind of expectation you have from us, from the director, from the institute, from the dean, from program chairpersons, from faculty members, from the staff members, we have also similar kind of expectation from you. And that happens at I am Ranchi, I'm telling you. It's not like other institutes. I not take the name of any institute. Even the leading schools, premier schools, I should not take the name. The kind of culture we maintain here, and it is also your duty to uphold that dignity, uphold that culture of I am Ranchi. Keep in mind that your requirements, we understand, like your parents understand. So no need to demand. Do you demand every time for your parents? You never do like this. So similarly, here also we understand your problems, we understand your concerns, and we are here to take care of them. It doesn't mean that you can't demand. Definitely there is a legitimate platform, legitimate way to do that. And most of the times you feel that before you demand, you get the things. Now I'd like to say certain academic aspects. One is that the grading system. Although there are other discussions where they'll be telling whether this particular thing they'll be telling or not, it's my duty to speak here at this point of time. It is not like I can't compare with your 11, 12. Maybe you have some idea about your engineering or medical studies. First, let me tell you, I interacted with your senior batch, the first batch. I have seen the batch is full of all bright students, very bright students. And I expect more from you because your number is 60 this time. Last year we took 150, so you'll be brighter. That is number one. I've interacted with your senior batch students, where I find that many students, they got a chance in many top engineering colleges, including IITs. Many have made it to MBBS, but they have preferred the option for this IPM at I am Ranchi. I hope in your batch also, similarly, there will be many such students. Now, if I come to the academics, if we look into the grading system, it is not like typical engineering college. Even in top engineering colleges, it's not that everywhere they follow the relative grading system. We follow the relative grading system. From day one, it should be in your mind. Now, in relative grading, what will happen? You may get 60 marks out of 100 in a particular subject, but if you grade, still it may be D. It may be D. A, B, C, D, or A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, like that. It will reach to D also. It is possible. Or you may get C plus. You may get C. When at the mark 60. Similarly, at 80 also, your grade may be B plus or B. So if you perform poorly in few subjects constantly, that means if you come in the lower bracket of marks in a few subjects, then you have to pay in terms of, like say, year repetition, or maybe in the extreme situation, it may lead you to for expulsion from the institute. So take care of these things right from beginning. That is what I'd like to convey. Second, what we expect from you, like say, you will be showing respect to all your faculty members and the staff members. Not only in the academic program office, but all other departments, they are catering to your requirements They are here for your service, for the upliftment of life once you come here physically, or even in online mode also, as long as it goes only for a few months or days. I will see that. And it's need to show respect to everybody. An iota of disrespect is not tolerated. Strong disciplinary action may be taken. Keep it in mind. So I'm speaking good things, at the same time, I'm warning you that we are here to take care of you. That is the good part. But at the same time, I say that academic rigor is to be maintained. So you have to work very hard. You have to be sincere, nothing to worry about. You have to be sincere. At the same time, I say you should not be disrespectful. Disrespectful in the moments, not only in your action. You should not be disrespectful in your words. You should not be disrespectful in your thoughts. If you have respect in your mind for all here, like your family, we do, then definitely your action, words will be positive, your action will be positive. So with this, and once again, I'd like to congratulate you, all of you, and welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Bala, for your kind words and for guiding the students. We would now like to request our Honorable Chairman, Board of Governors, Mr. No, sorry, sir. Yeah, we'd now like to invite our Director, Professor Deepak Srivastav ji, to kindly say a few words to the IPM students. Thank you.
Very good morning. Respected Chairperson BOG, I am Ranchi, Sri Shankar Pandya sir. My colleagues, Professor Bala, Dean Academics, Professor Viraj, Chairperson IPM, Professor Anshuman, Co-Chairperson IPM, other faculty colleagues, staff members, dear students and parents. My congratulations to all the IPM students 2022 batch. I take this opportunity to welcome you to IIM Ranchi, of course, virtually. This is something unusual when the entire world is moving to start or started physical activity, and the institute like IIM Ranchi, we are conducting induction program in online mode. You understand that we have certain infrastructural challenges, and it is matter of few weeks. I am confident that by third week of December, all of you will be on campus. The process, campus moving process, has been started. 22nd of this month, 115 students of IPM, that reflect that IPM is one of the priority of the institute. So we are going to start this campus moving process with IPM students. 22nd, 115 students. It means the second year students who are on campus currently, they will be moved, they will be shifted to the campus. And the students who are here in the Khelgaon, they all will be shifted by last week of November. And once it is done, and definitely we are going to invite all the students who are in different cities of the town. Now you will be wondering when institute is going to communicate the exit date. Please wait. We will be in position to communicate clearly the date, arrival date, by the end of November or third week of November. So this is the plan, and I agree that you will be wondering that when the classes and other things will start. Now, of course, there is a reason why you have chosen IIM Ranchi, as Professor Bala has pointed out that in previous batch. Unfortunately, I could not have opportunity to interact with your senior because of so many engagements, but definitely I would like to engage or interact with the students in terms of class. So as Professor Bala pointed out that there are several senior students who opted IIM Ranchi despite having an offer from IIT or other. So of course there is a reason, and a student like you would like to have some world-class campus and learning experiences. These are two important things which any student or the B school has to provide. Now here, just because you people are coming from the school and you are not going to a typical college, you are going to a B school. So You would be wondering how B school is different. Professor Wala has outlined that what culture I am Ranchi or AB school is having. But what is the fundamental difference? So here I would like to highlight a couple of things. Uh, Management education is different. Management education is not like a basic science where you have a specific answer. 2 plus 2 are 4 or E is equal to MC square. But management deals with the multiple reality. It is very difficult to be judgmental or to pass judgment. So that's why the role of instructor is also very challenging. So if you ask a typical management instructor who is in class, what is the philosophy? It is very difficult to teach in management or typical management courses because there are so many realities. And management deals with the human element, human behavior, several institutional, formal and informal institutional factors. So the role of instructor is to encourage you to think about different trends, different challenges, and not to give an answer. So management instructor is not going to provide the simplest solution. Only role of management educator instructor is to make things simple. Things are simplest. You don't have interest. The student will lose the interest. So essentially, what is the difference? The difference is the classroom setting. As Professor Wala has mentioned about the grading. So this relative grading, what is the philosophy behind relative grading is because you have to perform in classroom. You don't have a different layer for the experiment. Whatever your ideas, thoughts, or proposition come, you have to apply in classroom. And where the peer learning plays a very important role. So you are competing against each other in the classroom. And that's why management education, we give a lot of importance on classroom setting. In induction and once classes will start, definitely you would get exposure of the case study pedagogy. We don't have equipment to conduct the test or experiment. We have the case method. Case method that definitely that has become popular across country. And we have different kind of cases. Almost each course there would be a case, and case gives a kind of problem, and it would be challenging to find out what is the solution of the problem. So in this kind of a setting, it is very, very important that you come on the campus and you attend the classes, sit in class, and there are so many tested factors because everything is not in the written form. How you say it, how you interact, new ideas will come. You don't know when new idea come. So what idea is? Someone has decoded. Idea is you plus anything. Right? Idea comes to you, but anything that comes from your ecosystem where you sit. Online education is a substitute, but online education is not, can't replace this kind of an offline system. So this is the difference where the more importance is given on the classroom. And we are very, this kind of a systematic or structure in terms of the attendance. And so once you are on campus, you have to attend all the classes. Now, IPM program is kind of innovation in Indian management education or B school culture. And currently 5 or 6 B schools, including IIMs, do offer this IPM. IPM program is slightly different. It is a very unique program. And here at IIM Ranchi, we consistently discuss how to make IPM different than flagship MBA because there are challenges. You people don't have experience, while MBA program or MBA class, a typical class, people come from different experience, and they have experience of different industry. So kind of discussion will be different. Here in IPM, we have to act more responsibly, right? Because you people are directly coming from a school, and then we need to also build up a foundation. And accordingly, we decided to have program review of content review time to time. And I would like to congratulate and thankful to program chair and program co-chair. They did a good benchmarking with several B schools in country and from abroad, that what would be the reasonable content for IPM. Because there are 4 courses, there has to be kind of exposure of thinking, cognitive thinking, creative thinking, cognitive ability, the focus is also there, society, mathematics, natural science. So such kind of a courses have been included in the first year. And then gradually there would be courses like management, and then management starts, because management is something which comes and which integrates so many things. In other words, it's kind of Gujarati thali, which has so many items, right? So accordingly, we decided, and the cognitive complexity will increase from first term, second term, third term, and second year, third year, and in gradual years. So this is kind of IPM. So we are very particular about IPM, and in recent academic council meeting, we took certain decisions. We decided to have a kind of social impact program, social impact project for IPM students, because here I am Rachi, we believe that there has to be holistic development of the student, and it is more important to the students like you who are coming from the college, the school directly. Holistic development essentially has two elements: one well-being, one the social connect. Because in India we have several union government and state government schemes. So we decided to have a kind of project where you are expected to work with the society, and the objective is that there has to be kind of sensitization about the social issue, because we have a lot of space and opportunity bottom of this pyramid. So this is going to be a mandatory thing. You would be happy to know we have here, we are going to set up a world-class mind lab. So mind lab, the objective is to provide kind of counseling, the support, and that would be taken care by the happiness center. We have here mentee-mentor system, because understand that the kind of age group people are coming, so we have more responsibility. So each student would be mentored by a specific faculty member. Recently, that has been done by Dean Office. In addition to that, we have an online counseling system. So if any student has any kind of a challenge, so can interact, and this counseling system 24/7 would be available. Apart from holistic development, there is one thing which is very important: internationalization. Internationalization in terms of the content. Of course, all the B schools have global content, and whatever being taught in Western B schools, more or less, we teach in India. In addition to that, we need to have a diversity that would give an opportunity of multiculturalism, that give the opportunity of global mindset. So we are aiming to have more number of courses which will be taught by the foreign faculty. In recently held academic council meeting, we decided to have a 1 credit course. I think next couple of days you would know what credit system is, because here we count your workload and the kind of complexity given in that class in the credit. So the number of sessions. So we decided to have more 1 credit courses. So idea here is that we can invite more number of foreign faculty, or in offline and online mode they can come. So we are targeting at least 10 or 15 elective courses every year will be taught by foreign faculty members. In addition to that, we have MOU, where our students go to partner university, and that consistently is going on. So every year a set of students go. But this time, because the things are going to be normal, we are aiming to have some foreign students on campus, and in addition to the foreign faculty members. Now, management, as already I mentioned, it has some theory, but so if you want to divide management education, there will be 2 major components. One is the theory, second is the skill, because certain skills will come by experience or the experiment. And one most important thing in classroom we expect is the entrepreneurship. Now, the conventional idea is the entrepreneurship is something which is a profession or occupation, but it is not correct. It has been proved that entrepreneurship is kind of expertise. It can be cultivated in classroom, and this is more related to thinking. So we are aiming that all the students, irrespective of the program, TGP or IPM students have more opportunity, because you are going to be here for 5 years. So there has to be kind of activities, there has to be kind of an exposure. So you can develop this entrepreneurial skills and this mindset. This is the expertise. This is the kind of way you see the world view, and the how you see the opportunity, or how you navigate the risk and uncertainty. So how to inculcate entrepreneurship? We have a plan. there would be a courses, and in fact, this is one of the learning outcome, program outcome of IPM. And we are also going to set up a incubation center, which will focus on our students' capability and how this capability can be leveraged and aligned with the state or union government objective. So these are some of brief ideas. Last but not least, you would interact with academic office or some administrative office. So we have started process of e-office. By the time you will come, you will see the progress on this. I don't have a specific date by that we will be having entire e-office, but we have started work on it. So here you will come, there will be a portal, you can interact with all the department or all the activities in online mode. With this, I would like to welcome you again, my congratulations. And I'm confident that your stay, your next 5 years would be a great learning experience. You would enjoy campus a lot under the mentorship of Professor Biraj and Professor Ansuma. Thank you for the
Thank you, sir, for your very kind words. Apologies for the slight faux in the sequence. Now, we are going to request our Honorable Chairperson, Mr. Praveen Shankar Pandya ji, Chairman Board of Directors of IIM Ranchi, to please address the new IPM students at IIM Ranchi. Over to you, sir.
Director Shri Deepak Srivastav ji, ex-acting director Professor Bala, IPM chair and co-chair, my faculties, staff, and most important, my students, especially the second batch of IPM. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you through this virtual program. But, you know, our endeavors will be, and that is what our director just narrated, that to bring you as quickly as possible into the campus to give you that experience. Now, you have a long way to go. Actually, IIMs were all up till now, were only concentrating on post-graduation. So they have been the part of the excellence of learning of this country in management field. And people who did their graduations in engineering, in humanities, into various different disciplines, eventually, you know, topped it up by coming to IIMs, different IIMs, and then take the leap into the real world. Now, you have been particularly lucky to be part of this 5-year program, which has been very recently, last year, launched, not just by us, but few other IIMs. And I think it's a wonderful program. You know, experiencing this kind of institute through campus learning and through meeting with your seniors and your colleagues and solving difficulties with your faculties, you know, interacting with them, will give you immense knowledge into various fields. What I would like to emphasize is this, that, you know, you are relatively young for embarking on this. So you should not just jump to the majors that you want to do in your life, that you would be pursuing, but you should, you know, try and get as much knowledge into various subjects like humanities, arts, and other things of your interest. Because in the life ahead, yes, you would be required to give inputs of the majors that you do. But when you become much more senior, you become 10 years, 15 years into experience, you would be required to have a different skill sets. You would be required to handle humans. You would be required to handle only difficult situations. And that your the aspect where you're measuring may not give you that education. So for that, you need to right now emphasize on the various, different subjects. In most of the Ivy Leagues in America or other major countries, you see, they give a lot of emphasis to these art subjects. And that is what I want you to do in the initial years of your education in Ranchi. You're lucky that Ranchi has been progressing rather well. It was 30. When I took the chairmanship, it was 38 in NIRF ranking. Today it is 15. And our endeavor is to bring it to single digits within the top 10 IMs. And I'm sure that under the able leadership of our director, Deepak Ji, we will very quickly achieve this. At this point, I'd like to mention a few words about Deepak Ji. He has just joined probably 2 months into IIM, and as soon as we gave him appointment, within 72 hours, he came and took the charge. And with very passionate, with passion, he has been able to move into the new campus, and we are making all efforts through him to start full-fledged campus by December 15. I'm sure that you are also waiting to get that experience. And I can only promise you that we, director, and the entire campus development committee, our faculties, everybody, staff is very actively now trying to see that they move into the campus full-fledged, lock, stock, and barrel. You having secured admission in IIM, not just in Ranchi, but all those who are taking these admissions in different IIMs, are the future leaders of this country. You see, you are among the top strata of education that is imparted to you, and you would become leaders in different fields, in businesses, in industries, in different lines. And you see, your learning process will remain always constant. It's not just that you finish the course in IIM and everything is done. Life is full of changes, and changes will come, and your present education may become obsolete, and you will have to keep updating your things. I've been seeing that since I did my education, every 5 years there is a demand for different things. When 5 years ago, there was a huge demand and people were talking about blockchain technology. Today, they are talking about virtual this thing, and 5Gs and all these are being rolled out. So there is a different demand pattern, and that is what requires different education and different approach. And I'm quite sure that, there will be different programs that would be introduced under the new director. And I would also like to encourage more exchange with international universities and institutes, so that, you develop, you interact. By interaction, you develop your own base. I must also say in this same breath that you see a lot of things that we take it for granted in institutes and education. They, over the period of time become irrelevant. For instance, the theories that the World Bank 30, 40 years ago had promulgated for various countries for development are under severe test now. They are no longer as valid as before because there are new challenges that are coming. The economy is run by not very traditional means, but by introduction of a lot of mm, new approaches. New approaches like, it's no longer a demand and supply thing. It's more governed by sanctions that one country puts against another country. It's more governed by various things which are superficial, which are not part of the real economy. So all that you have to take into account when you're deciding. Just simple decisions of economy may no longer be valid, which is the case today. So all this you have to learn. So today, the basic thing is this, that you develop your humanities, you develop your public speaking. That's a very important part which a lot of our Indian students find wanting. And in spite of having one of the best knowledges, they don't have the courage to stand up and speak because they have not taken the public speaking. So I would also request our director that in our classroom, these students should be asked to stand up and speak and develop this habit of, get out of this mindset of knowing but not expressing themselves. So with this, I welcome you all. And I'm really thankful to the entire staff, faculties, management, the acting director and the director, and above all my board of governors who have been extremely cooperative with me in taking this institute forward. They are all leaders in their own field, my fellow governors, but yet they have been giving time out of passion to take this institute forward. And I'm quite sure that they will be able to contribute to taking it in the top 10 institutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Today, I have been entrusted with presenting the vote of thanks for the inauguration event of the induction program for the second batch at IIM Ranchi. And I would like to begin by thanking our chairperson, Board of Governors, who took out his time, in spite of his busy schedule, to address the students and the IIM Ranchi fraternity. I'd also like to use this opportunity to thank the entire Board of Governors and the chairperson for continually supporting the institute and also for introducing this new program to which the current students have joined. And I hope that you will continue to support the program in the future. I would like to thank our director, Professor Srivastav ji, for supporting the students and for coming and encouraging them today in the morning. And I think your kind words and the fact that they would be moving soon to campus would have encouraged them a lot. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our Dean Academic Affairs and Development, Professor P.K. Bala, sir, for his kind words on the IIM culture and how IIM Ranchi looks forward to you, and also for encouraging them to come here, and also about what the institute expects the students from IIM Ranchi. I'd like to thank our chairperson, IPM, for his kind words with the student. And I'd like to mention here that he's taking out time this term, first term, he'll be interacting with you regularly in the freshman seminar class. So you can learn a lot about the program from him during these sessions. I'd like to thank all the faculty members who have supported us in the IPM program and who have basically taken courses in the program. And we hope that you will continue to support ahead as we take the program to the future. I'd like to thank all the staff members. Without your support, the program would not be possible. And entire events also, which we hold regularly for the IPM program, would not be possible. I'd like to thank the parents and guardians for trusting us with the students, and we hope that your students would do great in the IPM program in the upcoming years. And finally, I'd like to thank the students of IIM Ranchi and also all the support staff. And finally, to you, the new students coming for the second batch at IIM Ranchi, congratulations. We hope this is the first step to a very bright future. Thank you. We'd now like to request all of you to rise at your place for the national anthem. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. We will now have a short break till 11:30, after which we join with the chairperson SSC. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you.